guys, welcome back inside of the Plastic Planet. I'm your host Nick Nack, hanging out with you guys tonight. Guys, I'm back. It's been a little bit of a hiatus. If you've been following the channel, I was dealing with some health issues for over a month. I got some really bad COVID, and then I got some really bad COVID rebound, and then I got some really bad post-COVID fatigue and was put on bed rest. But I'm feeling much better, and I really do appreciate all your guys' well wishes over the last couple weeks. But let's get right into it. I got a super duper Star Wars haul to get to you guys tonight. Actually, this is only part 1 of 2. But it's a really awesome Star Wars haul, including a Hot Toys figure, as you guys know, because you clicked on the thumbnail, as well as some awesome 3 3/4 inch figures, and one little surprise at the end that I think you guys might think is kind of cool. So anyway, guys, let's get on it. Let's get on it right now.
Nick Nack's Plastic Planet.
Alrighty, guys, well, check it out. It is the Hot Toys Luke Skywalker. This is the Luke Skywalker in snow speeder gear there. Cold weather X-Wing gear, maybe, if you will. Anyway, check it out. Here is the box, and if we take off this little slip cover here, you guys can see inside of the box. You get even like a secondary box, really. And, you know, it's got that awesome 40th anniversary retro stylization, that Kenner retro stylization there. And looking really, really fantastic, even though, hell, we're up to like, 42nd anniversary of the film. But there's some panel art for you guys. There's some panel product art for you guys. And check out the back side. Looking pretty damn awesome there. The Luke Skywalker looks like he's underneath the Falcon, maybe? I don't know, an Echo base. Pretty cool. And on the far side there, just kind of shows you some of his accessories as well. So actually, quite a busy box for Hot Toys. Usually they're pretty plain. But anyway, that's not important. Let's get inside. We gotta see what's inside this box and get this figure out, man. It's been a month. It's been sitting here for a month, over a month. I'm ready to get this thing out. Alrighty, guys, we'll check it out. Here is the 1/6 scale Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary snowspeeder Luke Skywalker, and looking really, really damn good. That face sculpt is dynamically awesome. Mark Hamill, over the years, has always been a hard character to cast in action figure form, and Hot Toys nailed it this time, man. That looks fantastic. And look at all these awesome accessories. You do get a plethora of accessories. You, of course, have his helmet, his under head piece there. Not sure what that is. Something kind of like out of World War II, which was so cool of Lucas and the design team at Lucasfilm in the 1970s and 80s, that they based so much of the piloting equipment and things like that, and the shots in the cockpits and things off of actual World War II footage. And so that just reminds me of something out of World War II, coming from a guy whose great uncle was a World War II fighter pilot. It's pretty damn cool. Anyway, and also it comes with his awesome, cool standard issue Rebel blaster there. Lightsaber, of course, you got this swooshing lightsaber effect, which I really do dig. Some extra pegs, some bastard LR44 watch batteries to make this light up, that undoubtedly you put in there. Kind of bummed. I know that Hot Toys is slowly switching over to a USB powered lightsaber, and I really hope they give us the opportunity to maybe accessorize some of our older figures with that feature, so we don't have to rely on the damn batteries anymore. I doubt they do that. That would be just too nice, but we'll see. The chin strap to the helmet right there. His harpoon gun for slaying AT-AT walkers, and then you guys can see the assortment of hand poses, and of course, like I said, that arm that supports the light up lightsaber feature. But yeah, this Luke Skywalker, other than that stupid light up battery feature, it is epic. Alrighty, guys, check it out. I believe I have gotten the helmet properly placed on his head. It wasn't the easiest thing to do. I had a little bit of practice because I believe the Sideshow Collectibles Snowspeeder Luke Skywalker, which I also have, which will be showing off in a compare and contrast here just shortly, had a similar feature with the helmet. Basically, you split the helmet in half. You take the centerpiece off the helmet, this center line piece here, you remove that, and then you split the helmet in half, and then basically you fit it over his head, basically by basically lining it up and snapping it into place. A little nerve-wracking with an expensive piece like this, but I think I got it on correctly. The instructions are pretty clear. The only thing I didn't do with the instructions when I put the chin strap on, it looks like it tells you to remove that microphone, that headset piece, and I did not do that. I just slipped the chin strap under there, and I think it's assembled correctly. It might need a little futzing, but I'm actually not going to be displaying this piece with the helmet on anyway. But yeah, just to give you guys a full idea of what it looks like with the helmet on, I do try to give you guys a decent looking showcase of these pieces when I get them, although I don't want to futz with them too much because they are my personal Hot Toys figures that I paid for with my own money. It's an authentic experience here on the Plastic Planet, guys. I certainly don't get any of this shit for free or early for that matter. In fact, I usually get my Hot Toys figures late because I'm always paying for them on a payment plan. So anyway, yeah, but he looks really, really good. Overall, let's just give you a little scan back, give you guys a little bit of effect of what he looks like with that helmet on. Looking nice. Alrighty, guys, and one more notation about the grappling gun, or harpoon gun, whatever you want to call it. It does kind of separate out into 3 pieces here, and you guys can see the interior line to it, which is kind of cool. And one thing that is kind of neat, I've got this little metal tin here, is that it is actually magnetic. So that's kind of cool. Not that I think that's going to support the weight of the figure or anything. I mean, I highly doubt it, but that's pretty neat, I think. Just to give you guys a little bit of an idea of how strong this magnet is. It's not weak, but it's not super strong either. This little tin is not exactly wildly heavy. So there you go. And the blaster does fit nice and snug into the holster with no problem with this little tiny magnetic button, which is really nice. I love when they use magnets on these things. I always love magnets, as you guys know if you've watched any of my other Hot Toys showcases. Yeah, magnets are great. Anyway, like I said, the blaster fits snug into the holster, and that's fantastic. Okay, so real fast. I mean, look what a pain in the ass this thing is. It's a teeny tiny screw, as you would expect, and you have to have a very, very small precision screwdriver to get at it. But even still, it's really hard to get that screw out with the cuff in the place, the glove cuff in its place. Of course, it doesn't move down, doesn't move up. You can't remove the glove, obviously, because it's part of the, it's permanently attached as part of the electronic feature. And the on-off switch is actually in between there. You can see it inside of the glove. That's not very useful. This stuff just makes me crazy. Light up lightsabers are such a cool feature, and Hot Toys makes them so damn difficult. At least in the present. I do hope their USB powered ones in the future are better, and I really do hope they back sell some accessory kits for us for some of these other figures we'd like to have, because I would love to have these, permanently or semi-permanently lit in my collection. This is just ridiculous. And I know I'm old hat. I always complain about this, but God, it's just such a wasted opportunity. And for the record, there it is lit up for you guys. It looks gorgeous. It's a nice beam. It looks fantastic, but it's such a pain in the ass. Even to turn it on, you would have to do some serious futzing on the action figure, and I don't want to do that for something that's just going to die in a matter of, minutes. But it looks really good, doesn't it? I do dig it. It's just such a waste. It makes me sad, actually. But it looks good. Alrighty, guys, and one more cool thing of note as I'm changing out this piece here to the Dagobah version. You do have some stand options here, which is really, really nice. These are, again, printed on a really nice cardstock. You have the Hoth stand. Bottom, basically, you have a Dagobah-esque sort of stand there with some gnarled tree roots and mud and whatnot. And then finally, you just have sort of the bottom of the stand, which sort of basically looks like the underside of an AT-AT, which is kind of neat, I think. It's sort of pretty cool, actually. And so there, and then, of course, you have a nice name plate on the front of the stand, as well as that snow, which I believe actually has some magnetic quality to it. Maybe not, but it fits really, really snug. Oh yeah, guys, time for a little bit of compare and contrast here. Of course, right over here is the Sideshow Collectibles 1/6 scale Empire Strikes Back Luke Skywalker and Snowspeeder gear with the brand new Hot Toys one. And honestly, I thought this figure was a fantastically awesome figure, and it still is. But boy, next to this Hot Toys one, it doesn't quite hold up, I don't think. I'm noticing a couple things. The helmet on the Sideshow one feels a little more bulbous, maybe, a little top-heavy, maybe, and maybe a little overly weathered compared to the Sideshow one, which I just feel looks a little more screen accurate, perhaps. I think the outfit overall fits more accurately on the Hot Toys figure, as well as the face sculpt is just so much better. Not that this Sideshow one is trash by any means. It's still a premium, awesome looking figure, and will always have a home here in the Plastic Planet. But I gotta admit, I'm liking the Hot Toys one a little bit better. Alrighty guys, and finally tonight with this piece, how am I going to display it? Well, with all those display options, I'm actually going to go with sort of a simplistic pose on this guy. I love that swooshing lightsaber effect there, and I'm going to have him kind of displayed like this, as if he is on Dagobah with his lightsaber fully ablaze. Kind of reminds me a lot of the Super Star Wars Empire Strikes Back game on the Super Nintendo from back in the early 90s. The Luke Skywalker sprite character always had his X-Wing gear on, or Snowspeeder gear on, the entire game, and this just takes me back to that with the swooshing lightsaber effect. I just think it looks absolutely fantastic and awesome, and so I'm going to have him like this in my D-Top over here, displayed with my older but still awesome Hot Toys Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi figures. Alrighty guys, and for the record, I always like to show you guys how my new pieces are going to live, at least temporarily, but in this case probably long term, on my shelves here on the Plastic Planet, because that just makes it all the more real, I think. I like to think anyway, I'm a truly authentic collector channel here on YouTube, an old school YouTube right here guys. I'm a collector first and a YouTuber second. Anyway, I think this looks absolutely fantastic in this shelf here. I am using the little crate as well as the power charger and lantern that came with the Hot Toys Yoda there, sort of to accent this awesome Luke Skywalker. And yeah, I think that looks absolutely phenomenal. I'm loving this shelf a lot. This was a big value add to this shelf, in my opinion. Hot Toys Luke Skywalker figure is pretty damn sweet, but yeah, I picked up a ton of other shit this month as well, including a ton of 3 3/4 inch action figures, Star Wars action figures. Some I'm gonna open, some I might leave in the packaging for now, but anyway, let's check those out right now. Yeah, let's do it. Alrighty guys, first up tonight I got Ahsoka Tano from The Mandalorian, which is pretty cool. Found her at Target. And these 3 3/4 inch figures, I mean, just look at the detail on that face. They just look so damn good. I've been collecting 3 3/4 inch, as you probably know if you're a longtime viewer subscriber. Modern 3 3/4 inch, going back to the birth of the modern line in 1996. And they just continue to just look amazing. I don't know if it's that digital scanning technology or just they're really good at whittling shit with knives over there at Hasbro, but I'm really impressed with this figure a lot. So here's the box, and the packaging on these vintage trilogy collection or vintage collection figures are not very impressive, but the back side of them anyway. But the front is really nice, obviously, with that awesome cool retro feel to it. Anyway, not sure if I'm gonna open this or not, but what the fuck, let's open it. Yeah, let's open it right now. Alrighty guys, and here she is, all removed from her packaging, with those 2 transparent lightsabers all ablaze there. And I don't have anything to say, man. I don't have anything to say. It just looks really, really good. Alrighty guys, coming up next, I got Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. And I got this guy, I think, off Amazon. Came a couple days ago, maybe about a week or 2 ago. And fine looking card. Looks absolutely fantastic, and I'm going to open it. And it's just too cool to keep in the packaging there. If that Ahsoka Tano is any indication of how the quality of these things are going these days, I got to get him out. He looks really good. Alrighty, guys, next up we've got Obi-Wan Kenobi there, all removed from his packaging from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. And he does come with a number of accessories, including Lola there, kind of a flying Lola. I don't know if you guys can see that really well. He comes with his blaster gun that he's carried around throughout the series, as well as an unlit lightsaber hilt, which I imagine will fit onto him. And then there's another version of Lola there with her little legs extended and wings out. So kind of neat. I don't know. For a 3 3/4 inch figure, that seems like a value add to me. And yeah, it's just a really, really damn nice figure. And if you're wondering what I thought of the series, overall, I liked it. I liked it a lot. There were some things I'd change, but yeah, you know, never going to like it 100%. But yeah, I'd give it an 80. I'd give it like a B-, but I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, Obi-Wan looks good, though. I do like how his lightsaber hilt kind of attaches onto his belt very much further back along his hip, so it's easily, hidden underneath his robe. Very, very cool and very much a nod to this series, which is neat. Alrighty, and lastly here is that Wandering Jedi Obi-Wan Kenobi fitting perfectly on top of this Episode 1 era EOP I picked up loose a while back. Kind of anticipation of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I knew that he'd have a EOP that he wrote on, as he did in the Obi-Wan Kenobi novelization from a few years back that's now considered Legends, but I just always kind of dug that a lot. Of course, that's right out of Episode 3 as well. But anyway, I think he looks really, really good on top of this thing, even though that EOP is over 20 years old now. But yeah, looks fantastic, actually. Alrighty, guys, coming up next, I've got from the Retro Collection, under the Kenner moniker, we have Reva, the third sister from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I ordered this entire wave up, and this was the first figure that I got from it. A little more excited about getting the Retro Collection Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, but, you know, she's fine. Wasn't a giant fan of her character, but she has a place here on the Plastic Planet. She has a home. And yeah, gonna get her out and put her up with my other vintage collection action figures, as well as my other Neo vintage collection action figures. So she'll look really good with that. Alrighty, guys, and here she is all removed from her packaging. I do love that vintage stylized lightsaber there, as well as her vinyl cape. Just very cool. Obviously very much reminiscent of the original vintage Darth Vader. So yeah, she's pretty damn cool. She's gonna look great up in my collection with my other figures like her. Alrighty, guys, speaking of the Retro Collection, I did finally pick up the armor as well from the Mandalorian, and yeah, she's pretty damn badass. She's really cool. Kind of was holding out on buying this action figure, but saw it at Walmart, I think. Just kind of felt like the last chance to grab it at a big box store, so I did. She was hanging on the shelf by herself, so yeah, I brought her home here to the Plastic Planet, and it's about time I opened her, because she's been in the packaging for a long time. So let's get her out. Alrighty, and here's the armor all removed from her packaging with her two Beskar forging tools that she has there. She's got some kind of calipers, and she's got like a big hammer, like a big forging hammer. So yeah, pretty damn cool. She does have some soft goods on her, which is really neat. Her back like shawl thing, or I don't know what you'd call that, but that's all soft goods. You guys can really see the texturing in that soft goods there as I get my fat fingers out of the way. But yeah, that looks really damn good. Yeah, this is a much cooler figure than I thought it was, honestly. It's just I wasn't really jazzed about buying this figure. Shit. I really wasn't jazzed about buying her, but yeah, now that I have her here, yeah, she looks pretty good. Really good, actually. Alrighty, guys, and finally tonight on the 3 3/4 inch front, I have two figures I'm not going to unbox tonight. I'm going to leave these guys on card for now. Both from Attack of the Clones. Some really awesome, cool Attack of the Clones product design there on these card backs. But I've got Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. And yeah, looking really, really damn cool. Of course, it's hard not to get excited about these figures after seeing the flashback in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which I thought was pretty damn neat. Might have liked a little more de-aging on both the characters, but I don't know. I thought it was really cool. And so, yeah, so here they both are. And some really, really nice card back art on these as well. So, yeah, looking really, really good. So, yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to leave, like I said, I'm going to leave these guys on card for now. But just to give you guys a sense of what they look like. And, yeah, I think you can order them on Amazon right now if you're so inclined. Alright guys, and finally tonight, check it out. So I bought this base here, this really cool base. I think it's a Jakku base actually, from my local collectible store, Hero Headquarters. Of course, it had came with a Black Series scale Kylo Ren on it, and the whole thing was for 25 bucks, and I really loved this base, but I didn't want the Kylo Ren, so I in much more polite terms, I just said, "Hey, can you sell me just the base, and you can stick the Kylo Ren up your ass if you want." Of course, I didn't say that, but no, they were so super cool. They actually took $5 off of it for me, kept the Kylo Ren, they kept the Kylo Ren, and I only paid $20 for it because I certainly don't want any of that shit in my collection. But yeah, this is a really nice looking base. If you guys can't tell, it's gonna kind of house some figures here. I'm kind of going with 3 3/4 inch figures on it, but I could put Black Series figures on it as well. It's actually designed for Black Series figures, but I think 3 3/4 inch go really nice on it. So yeah, that's pretty rad. Oh, and yes, I know there's supposed to be a laser blast that goes along that blue light there, but I think it kind of looks cool, like it's like an aerial light or something, like to keep people from flying their land speeders or whatever into that moisture evaporator. That's kind of what I'm going with my head cannon anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I think it looks great. Looks great on this shelf too, as I back up a little more.